Let me see you get loose. It's going down for real. It's going down for real.
Welcome back to ZG Weekly, and we have an exciting week on tap. We have our Girls Nationals Finals. And you know what? It's our most talented field ever. It's our largest tournament ever. I know Steve in our early episodes talked about how the girls' game keeps on continuing to grow. And I'm so excited for the weekend. What do you think, Steve?
You know what? It's great all year. You start in New Hampshire, and the road to DG Finals concludes with this epic clash. New York versus Boston, all the way down to Florida. Great matchups. And you know what? It gets decided on the court. It's not, hey, ranking committee, who's better here or here. Sunday, 440 championship games. The ladder is right there. Who's going to get it done? So I'm really excited to see these games take place. These girls work so hard year round. They earn the right to be here in Boston and let the games begin.
Good. You know what? Let's cut to it. Give me your pick, starting with the fourth grade. Who do you think is going to take it?
Division I, it's hard not to go with the MCW Stars. They have back-to-back fourth grade Division I championships. I'd be crazy to go against Coach Jesus. That's my pick.
What do you think about the Bay State Jaguars, though? This little program, the Hectors have done a great job building the program up. I think that might be a sneaky team to watch this weekend.
That would be a great championship game, maybe a little rivalry there. I'd love to see it. I'm holding firm there. But the Jaguars very talented, multiple championships on the circuit thus far. Division II is also going to be really entertaining. Those sneaky schedules love to create rematches. Back at the U just 3 weeks ago, Zero Gravity Mass State's Division II final, South Shore Wolfpack versus Mass Elite. Wolfpack built the lead in the first half behind spirited man-to-man defense, Coach Del Barber. But Mass Elite drew some sneaky stuff in the second half, came all the way back to capture their first ever major Zero Gravity Girls Championship. So I actually see a rematch, Wolfpack, Mass Elite. That game could go either way, a really fun game.
Two great divisions. And moving on to the fifth grade, who are you thinking?
Division I, to me, this is one of the easier picks. Empire State Blue Flames, count them, not one, not two, not three, 4 championships on our tri-state circuit. Made noise all season long. Those girls from New York can be really hard to beat. But you know what? That's why they play the games.
Absolutely.
Right? Division II, also fun. I like to see MV Roadrunners Red. They're going to be really tough. Dana Barrows, great program on the circuit. They're going to be really tough. And don't forget about those sneaky C4 Moore team. They've won 2 championships in New Hampshire. C4 is a great program. Really excited to see that.
Absolutely. And going on to 6th grade, I have to jump in here. I saw New York Extreme South. They played very well at the Adidas Junior Gauntlet at the House of Sports this past weekend. I think, they're rolling right now. I think they're going to carry that momentum straight into this weekend and get it done.
Hard to argue. Coach Christy Denny's done a great job with New York Extreme. They're a program bringing 8 teams up here to Boston. I'd be shocked if this is not some hardware going back to New York. You also skip there. Get a little quick for your own good. 5th grade Division III. I see a great clash. Any playmakers going to make some noise against the RJS Avengers also out in New York. That's going to be a fun game. 6th grade Division II. This is a loaded Division II field, by the way. You have Wins for Life, very good program. Mass Attack, very good program. Connecticut Playmakers. All those teams are going to be in the mix. Ultimately, I have the Granite State Rockcats taking it.
Absolutely. That should be a really competitive field.
I'll tell you what about how about 6th grade Division III? Literally a Division III pool with so much talent. You got Team Saints, Evo RB, MT Elite Ducks, and Bay State Magic Della Barber all in Division III. Talk about what a Final Four that would be. Want to go on to 7th grade?
Absolutely. I had a chance to watch in Vermont at St. Johnsbury about a month back, the Valenta St. Victory. What a good team from Canada. The guard play mixed with their good size. I think they're going to get it done in the 7th grade division.
Well, that is a loaded 7th grade field, though. I know that team from Canada, they put up scores 49-2, 51-1. But they were playing in St. Johnsbury. No offense to Great State Tournament, but the stakes are a little higher this week.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you that Lady Mig 7th grade team, very, very tough. Bay State Jags, very good. The Huskies, very good. New Jersey Gym Rats, Long Island Lightning. That is a loaded 7th grade field. United Conquerors, Mass Mavericks pipe. I mean, I'll back your pick, but those Canadians are going to have a tough gauntlet.
Tough time.
On their way there. 7th grade Division II, also very, very good. Andy Sayre, Central Mass Lightning. Maybe they can make some noise.
Yeah.
Evo RB, New York Extreme, the Blue Wave Esposito team, very, very talented. Butler Basketball, multiple championships. RJS Adventures, also just a really, really deep field. Division III, I like the ASA Wildcats.
Good pick.
You know, they've been very consistent. A lot of 2-1 weekends, a championship. I see them running into a very hot New York Warriors team, also with the championship week 1. So that's going to be a fun pick.
Absolutely.
What do you have in 8th grade?
8th grade, I have the Boston Showstoppers taking Division I. I was able to see them maybe a couple weeks ago at MPlex, and they just put on a really good performance. I like what they're all about. You know, they have a really good demeanor out there, and I think they'll get it done in Division I.
You know, that's a great pick, but they're going to be tested as well. Millbank out of New York City,
Yes.
very, very tough. Dustin Freeman's Northeast Elite, very good team. I could have picked them in 6. In 8, though, they're going to be a 4, so that's going to be fun. Don't forget about the Roadrunners, also very good in 8. The Conquerors, Blue Flames, Albany Lady Stars. Gilman Street Surge, Maine, a team that made a lot of noise last year in Boston. Looking forward to seeing them, too.
Absolutely.
9th grade, also a very, very tough 9th grade.
Loaded.
Really loaded. I don't even know who to go with. It's tough. I mean, it's hard to pick against the rivals, but the Saints, too, that'd be a really fun rivalry championship game, right?
Yes, absolutely. I want to stay out of that, Brad, because I think that's one of the most competitive fields we have out there.
Worcester Sting, 9th grade D2 might be my pick. Black Bear North, that would be a fun game. Division III, I get High Octane and the PAL Defenders going at it. 10th grade Division I, this is going to be a fun one. Do you think BDS gets it done? I know 9th, BDS, MCW, everyone's picking them. I didn't pick them, but I will pick them in 10th. Rivals, Showstoppers, who are you going with?
I'm going with a homer pick right here, being from Rhode Island. Team Providence, I was able to see them on the circuit.
Really?
Yes, and I think the underdog, Team Providence, is going to get it done. I love their mix of guard play on their team, and I think they'll rise to the top this weekend.
You know, another sneaky team I neglected to mention, we're doing 9th, only because it's an 8th grade team. In my mind, I wasn't thinking about when we were 9th. A team that made a lot of noise at the Junior Gauntlet in New York last weekend. Evo RB's 8th grade team playing in 9th, also won the state championship. That is a team that if they get hot, even in 9th grade, they have a chance to make some noise, even get into that BDS Starsky team. I'd like to see what Coach Bennett pulls out of his hat on Sunday afternoon.
Absolutely.
Getting to 10th grade D2. What do you think about Rise Above?
They've been doing a great job all year. Rise Above have been so consistent across the board with their boys and the girls program. I think that's another great pick.
You know, it'll be fun to see them, a team from around here, playing the RJS and New York, GHPA out of Connecticut. Be a lot of fun games. But don't forget, Coach Marshall, Roadrunners, can they make some high school magic happen? They always make noise younger. The program's getting more established. I'd like to see what they can do.
Absolutely.
Varsity Division I. It's tough. I'm going Hazleton. That's what I'm going with.
I was able to see the JC Ballers in Vermont a month back.
Coach Mack.
Yes, they have a couple scholarship athletes on their team, and I just think the size of their team, they have great size with their guards and their bigs, but especially with their guard play, they are phenomenal. That's my pick for the weekend in the varsity.
You know, don't sleep on the Showstoppers.
Yes.
Coach Latimer's playmakers. There's gonna be a lot of good stuff. A game I'm really looking forward to now we're done making picks. 6th grade rematch. This is the fun part about the circuit. You have all these good games all year. Battle at the Border. At the Pingree School, I believe, you had the Maine Firecrackers play C4 Paquette. That was an epic clash where Firecrackers had a 14-point lead. C4 came all the way back and won. A couple questionable shenanigans going on late in that game. That game's going to be repeated at the Reggie Lewis Center this weekend. That's probably going to determine that bracket. Unless the Lady Rats out of Florida make noise there. So I'm looking forward to see that 6th grade pool. It's going to be an unbelievable weekend. But don't sleep on us. Next week, be ready. A marathon show for the Zero Gravity Boys National Finals, like 760 team field. It's going to be a long episode. Don't sleep. Start doing your homework. A lot of picks. Read up. Indian Elite, Coach Fox coming up. Going to be a really fun week of hoops. Get your scissors. Get your ladders. We'll see you in Boston Sunday night.
private jets, polish.